I refused to help take care of my ex's sick kids because they have norovirus.
That's a fair reason.
Yeah, you don't want to get the poopy barfy disease.
Ay.
Hi, folks. I have had a volatile relationship with a single mother of 3 kids for 2 years. There's a lot of love between us, but lots of cultural issues, old trauma, and insecure attachment styles got in the way between us, and it's been a hard road. By the way, this comes from user OKFly4329 on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, recently it all got too much, and we split up. We were both clear that we loved each other, but it wasn't working. We have a relationship therapist, and we both seemed keen to stay close and work on it with our therapists in the hope that we can make it work. 2 weekends ago, we spent the day together on this Saturday, and it was a good day. It felt like a date to me and had a lighter energy together than we'd had in a long time. She raised the idea of going on a short vacation together, and I stayed over at her place until Sunday morning to have breakfast with her and her kids. They were away Friday evening to Sunday morning with their father. The breakfast on Sunday morning was also good, but I went home soon after as I had a lot of things I had to get finished before that Monday. One of which was preparing for my dog to go to the veterinary hospital for an operation I'd been waiting on for 2 months, which was happening on Monday afternoon. On Sunday night, my ex-partner's son started vomiting.
Oh, no.
And it turned out that one of her other kids was vomiting the previous day, and their father had neglected to tell my ex-partner for some reason. Soon her ex-husband reported he was vomiting too, and it looked almost certain this was norovirus. For those who don't know, norovirus is a very highly contagious virus that causes 1 to 2 days of violent vomiting and often diarrhea, and then fortunately stops as quick as it started. It's extremely unpleasant. Oh, you don't say. But not life-threatening unless someone is compromised, and I have had it before. Sadly, this gives limited resistance as it also mutates quickly. At this point, my ex-partner had to deal with a night of her son vomiting everywhere while I stayed at my house waiting to see if I had caught it. I was quite anxious about not being able to take my dog for his operation if I had caught the virus, or taking him and then not being able to pick him up and having to leave him at the hospital on his own for days, as you have to isolate yourself for 48 hours after the symptoms pass so that you don't give it to other people. The appointment had taken 2 months to come through, and I was worried he'd be in pain for another 2 months if he couldn't go this time. I don't have any family or friends around who could help me with this, unfortunately, as I moved away from my home city to be near my ex-partner while we were still together, of course. I also don't get any sick pay from my job. I discussed all of this with my ex and asked her what I could do to help that wouldn't involve exposing myself to the virus. Primarily, I offered to get her whatever supplies she needed and bring them to her house whenever she wanted. She wanted me to take some of the bedding her son had vomited on away and wash it. I have a larger washing machine and a dryer, but I didn't want to do that because it would expose me directly to the virus. Yeah, and also I don't want your son's barf in my laundry machine, please.
So she can't do it because she doesn't have a large enough machine?
I think maybe she just also feels very sick and barfy and is in need of assistance.
Which sucks.
But also like
you can't ask people to expose themselves.
Yeah, I think maybe you just throw all of the barf linens in a bag and throw them in the garbage.
You can't just throw them out.
I think you can if you get norovirus barf all over them. I think it's just, you call it quits.
I'm done.
You know?
I'm done.
I threw up on something once and I said, I don't want to have this anymore.
You just threw it out?
Yeah, because I threw up.
You just threw it out?
I don't want the memory of the throw up on my. It was
wild.
Look, okay, if it was something, just very quick here, if it was something that I was like in love with, I probably would have washed it. But like it was like a nothing article of clothing, and I'm like, yeah, this is the easiest way here is to just throw it away.
I guess so. If it doesn't spark joy.
Oh, okay, Marie Kondo. She didn't ask me to help in any other way except to shove the barfy things in my washing machine, and didn't accept my offer to fetch supplies for her. Fortunately, I didn't catch the virus and was able to deal with my dog's hospitalization without further complications and go to work as usual. My ex-partner did catch the virus and thus spent most of this week either looking after sick kids or being sick herself.
That sucks.
We spent quite a lot of time talking for the first couple of days, but she seemed less less talkative with me quite quickly. I did go to visit her outside her house, keeping a safe distance like we used to have to do with COVID, and brought her flowers. During this conversation, she told me she'd asked her ex-husband to bring supplies to her instead, and she seemed quite angry with me.
Well, I think that's kind of unfair because it doesn't seem like OP was against bringing supplies. It was just taking care of her kids and washing the sheets.
Yeah. Imagine she's actually just mad because he brought like the wrong flowers.
Yeah, he's like, these are terrible flowers.
After she recovered, she no longer seemed to be happy with me or want to see me much at all. And her previous talk of going on a short vacation together or working on fixing our problems stopped. She seemed unhappy that I hadn't helped her more with her sick kids. I convinced her to attend a session with our relationship therapist to discuss it. My ex confirmed that she was upset with me for not helping with her kids. I asked her if she expected me to go into her house and stay there to help with her kids, knowing that this would mean I would almost certainly catch the virus myself, and she agreed with this. At no point had she asked me to do this. It seems she just expected me to offer or to just do it. With our therapist listening, I tried to understand why she felt this way. I asked her if she would expect me to expose myself to the virus if I had kids, and she said no. I reminded her of my dog's hospital appointment and that I don't get paid if I'm sick, and she basically just shrugged and said I could get another appointment for my dog. I asked her if she would come and look after me if I was sick with norovirus, and she didn't answer.
Yeah, because no one wants to get norovirus. I don't think like not wanting to be around a partner or a friend when they're very ill,
violently
and contagiously ill is a red flag. I don't think that's a red flag.
No.
I just don't want to get sick.
So she didn't answer when I pressed her on that. I pointed out that if I went in and got sick, I wouldn't be able to help much with her kids.
Exactly.
And it would be one more person creating more laundry in her house.
It's just more barf on the sheets, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everyone's got norovirus. The sheets are all covered with barf. Another David Coffin.
And Christmas was ruined.
Christmas is canceled.
The conversation went like this, but was inconclusive. My therapist didn't comment during the session, but I asked her in an individual session later if she thought my ex-partner's expectations were reasonable. She immediately said no. The therapist is very supportive and understanding of both of us. She's pretty amazing, really, so she wasn't being critical of my ex-partner when she said this. She was just helping me have some perspective. And we want to help you have some perspective every weekday at 3 p.m. PST when we go live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch. All you got to do is tap on our profile on any one of those platforms, and you're in the live. We might even be live right now. So go check on that right after this because we're going to collect our thoughts. Honestly, it feels like OP wants his ex-partner back way more than the ex wants OP back.
Well, yeah, it seems like she's like, whatever. You didn't want to be there when I had norovirus, so if you can't handle me when I have norovirus, you don't deserve me when I don't.
Oh, well, yeah. That's, and I've always said that. If you can't handle me at my barfy disease, you don't deserve me at my not barfy, not diseased.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe the wife sounds a little manipulative.
A little manipulative.
Because like, one, she's trying to like strong arm you into like she doesn't care about your dog. She doesn't care about that. And then as soon as you were like, well, would you do any of this for me? She just went dead silent.
No. I actually do have a question because based on the title, are they together?
No.
They're exes.
Yeah, they're not together.
I forgot
These are
about
not
that.
partners.
I forgot about that. That's
Ex-partners.
insane.
And she has another ex-husband in the story who also didn't. Yeah.
And these aren't even his kids?
I don't think they're his kids. No.
What?
No. Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're ex-partners. These aren't his kids. and he's. Why are they even going to therapy? They must be somewhat his kids.
Or maybe they don't even like it. Some people just don't know how to cut things off.
Yeah.
It's like some people just let things like tail and trail off into eternity. And it's like, clearly this person doesn't actually value you outside of what you are just able to provide for them at any given moment. And, they probably just, I would bet that the ex-wife or the ex-partner viewed going on a little getaway with you as a way to make her other ex jealous. Let's finish this story. Again today, although my ex-partner and I are friendly again, she told me straight that things are different between us because I didn't help her. And she noted that while we aren't together, it doesn't stop her feeling like I should have helped her more, and she's not interested in seeing if we can make things work anymore. I almost don't know how to feel. It's very stressful. Am I missing anything here? Am I the a-hole? No.
No,
you are
don't.
not.
You're only the a-hole if you try and get back together with her. Why?
Yeah.
She's trying to make you take care of kids that are, one, not yours, and also you're not together.
Yeah. Here's the update. Just wanted to say thank you for all the replies. I haven't had time to read them all in detail, but will digest them over the next day or two. I can see the most consistent theme, though, and I guess I needed to hear that. I'm feeling very sad right now, but I'll come back and comment further if I get a chance. Thanks again. Wait, what consistent theme is he talking about?
But that is the end of that story.